Artificial intelligence has a promising future. But what are the downsides? As we have learned over the past decade, innovation comes at a cost. For example, in the 2016 election, the tremendous power of Facebook's advertising algorithm came into question in regard to the role it played in moving voters to either side of the political spectrum. This was the first time in history the masses were able to see how a technology, intended to help businesses convert more customers, could be leveraged for other unintended use cases, and it's only the beginning. Here, we shed light on the negative aspects of technology. Let's start with the first point. Deepfake content. The rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to also give birth to deepfake technologies. A few months ago, multiple deepfake videos of Tom Cruise went viral on TikTok, showing the power of this new technology. It's very hard to tell these are deepfake videos, the untrained eye cannot tell the difference. And yet, these videos were seen by millions and millions of viewers. The applications for this sort of technology are probably more terrifying than they are positive. You can imagine the harm this could cause with politicians, world leaders, company executives and so on. And yet these technologies are being developed and quickly becoming part of our society and culture. As AI and machine learning continue to change our world for the better, it's worth keeping a close eye on how these technologies may harm us in the process, and what morale conversations we should be having in order to steer ourselves in a productive future. Number 2. Cyber attack. The world of crime is becoming increasingly complex. It has gotten to the point where the most dangerous places for us are our own homes. The devices we so-called think to be safe are the gateway to one of the biggest crime worlds, cyber attacks. Somebody sitting on the other side of the planet may potentially hack into anyone's computer and extract data. Hackers steal data from businesses and then blackmail them for large ransom payments. We would assume that NASA, as one of the largest organizations in the United States, if not the globe, would be immune to cyber attacks. In actuality, this is far from the situation. The unthinkable happened in 1999. Jonathan James, who went by the online handle Comrade, was able to penetrate NASA and the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DTRA. This division is responsible for nuclear and chemical special weapons. Jonathan had installed a backdoor on the computer server, and had intercepted over 3,300 emails, as well as the usernames and passwords of department users. Ignorance of cybercrimes is not going to benefit anyone, but actually learning and protecting ourselves could save up a lot of money and pain. Number 3. Data privacy. A decade ago, it was unfathomable for most companies to host their data in the public cloud. Today, not only is that conventional wisdom, but it's becoming increasingly popular and expected. For example, Netflix has been a prime example of how companies can get through the long and arduous process of migrating to the cloud, which started in 2008 when Netflix experienced a major database corruption. The problem here, however, is that while the cloud is much more scalable, and, in theory, just as protected as any sort of local data storage facility, the data itself is being touched by more parties. As software continues to eat the world, we will continue to see integrations between tools accelerate, meaning the chances of permission being given to the wrong datasets will only go up. Number 4. Environmental impact. In many developed nations, there are strict regulations and systems in place for the proper disposal and recycling of electronic waste. However, due to cost considerations and lack of infrastructure, a significant amount of e-waste is illegally shipped to developing countries. One notable incident occurred in Agbogbloshie, a suburb of Accra, the capital city of Ghana. Agbogbloshie has become one of the largest e-waste dumping grounds in the world. Thousands of tons of electronic waste, including old computers, mobile phones, and other devices, are dumped there every year. The dumping of e-waste has severe environmental consequences. Burning of electronic components releases toxic substances into the air, soil, and water, polluting the surrounding environment. Many of these electronic devices contain hazardous materials like lead, mercury, cadmium, and flame retardants, which pose significant health risks to the local population. The people living and working in Agbogbloshie, including children, are exposed to harmful chemicals and pollutants on a daily basis. They often dismantle the electronic waste manually, without proper protective gear, leading to further health risks. The contaminated soil and water also affect agricultural productivity and local ecosystems.